Hi guys, this is going to be how to clean your grooming kit in the summer. So I'd recommend doing this every few weeks just to give your grooming kit a nice wash. So this is my one after winter. So first thing you want to do is take your shampoo. I'm using Johnson's baby shampoo for this. You want to use whatever shampoo you'd use on your horse, so that can be normal horse shampoo. I use Johnson's baby shampoo because Taffy has really sensitive skin, and that's the only thing we can use without him coming up in lumps. So whatever you use on your horse is important to use to wash their brushes, because if there's any residue left, you want something that you know is safe. So empty everything out of your grooming box and just give it a shake to get rid of any hair. Then you want to comb your brushes through as much as possible. This just removes any excess hair and dirt and basically, yeah. So you want to use as fine a tooth comb as possible as well to try and get all them hairs and get really to the base of your brushes. It just makes it easier when you're cleaning them later. And so you want to do this for every brush that has bristles, so face brushes, dandy brushes, body brushes, and just do it for every single one. Okay, so when it comes to your mane and tail brushes, you really want to give these a really good clean to get all the hair out, otherwise it's going to be really awkward. Rubber ones you can use as well. This is just a long toothed rubber curry comb. Normal rubber curry combs you just leave like that one, and then I'm also cleaning that. So you're going to need some brushes to clean your other brushes with, so just normal ones that you'd use for cleaning other things, and you can use these to clean non-bristle brushes. Okay, so the first bit of the actual cleaning is you're going to have to take your shampoo, whatever one you're using, and this is quite difficult to open, and just put a little bit, not too much, in the bottom of your grooming box. If you were at home, you'd probably do this at the back or something, but as I know most people probably have horses on livery yards, this is how I always used to do it before we had the horses at home. So then just add your water. I'm just using cold water today because it is really warm, but you can use warm if you'd prefer. So once you've put that in there, you're just going to go ahead and put your brushes in. You can let them sit for a bit, or you can just start cleaning them straight away, but obviously leave the dirtiest brushes to the end. You'll see in a bit that I start cleaning the main brush, which is the curry comb, which is the filthiest one, and then I just leave it to the end because otherwise it'll just make your water really filthy. So don't forget to clean the outside of your brushes as well, because obviously that's the part your hands are touching. So yeah, you just want to take any type of brush that you're going to use to clean it and just clean the outside really well. The dirt comes off really easy because it's mainly just grease and oil from the comb. But yeah, you want to, firstly I do all the outside bits, as that's the easiest bit, and then I try and clean the bristles. But yeah, that's that part. I use the long, I don't know how you describe it, that scrubbing brush that I'm using now anyway, and that's really good for getting into bits under the handles and things. And you'll also notice once you've cleaned your grooming kit and it's dried and everything, that grooming your horses is a lot easier with a clean grooming kit. It just brings the dirt off a lot better. So when you've already done the outside bit, the best way to clean the bristles is to get your shorter cleaning brush and actually go in circular motions as close to the base of the bristles as you can. If the bristles of the cleaning brush are shorter than the bristles on the brush you're cleaning, as like this one is, then you can really get down, and it's best to use circle motions to lift that grease and dirt off like I am now, or just back to front motions, and you're basically just trying to get as much grease and dirt off the base of the brush as possible. You can use your fingers, but I just find brushes are easier, and again don't forget the handles. So softer bristle brushes are easier with a comb to like get down and scrape it off. You won't get all the dirt off, but it'll make a hell of a difference. So that's just what I'm doing now. So once you've done all your body brushes and it comes to doing your main brush, this is the brush that's going to take the most work. You need to get all of the dirt and grease off of this because this is the one that is going to be absolutely filthy. I clean my brushes quite often, but as you can see on this one, it is like black with grease and dirt from the horse's coats. And even after a few weeks, this is like that. It's just really difficult to get the grease off. So this one you're just going to have to scrub and scrub and scrub until it's all off, and it does take ages and it kills your arms, but it'll be worth it when it's nice and clean. So as you can see from the water, it's quite dirty from all the brushes. So this is the end brush that I'm doing now, and excuse the blue paint on my arms, I was painting earlier. So yeah. So once you've finished doing all your horse brushes, you just want to go over your grooming box and just give that a quick clean with one of the brushes. And tip that out, all the dirty water. I'm just tipping it onto the grass because it's only baby shampoo, it won't really harm it. So once you've removed all the dirty water, just add a bit more clean water and then just give it another scrub. You want to empty out that water and then pour in some fresh water. So this is going to be just to rinse your brushes before you lay them out to dry, just to remove any of the baby shampoo. So I just tend to dunk them in and swirl them about a bit, and then just pop them on the grass next to the box, just to remove any of the residue. And this just means that hopefully none of the baby shampoo will be left on your brushes and they'll be fine to use once they've fully dried out. So just try and get as much of the baby shampoo off as possible. You won't get it all off, but it'll dry anyway, so it's not a problem. Okay then, so to dry your brushes, all I tend to do when I was down at the yard was just put them out on the grass on a sunny day. If it's cold, you can always put them inside by a radiator if you can, if you're at home. But generally, if it's cold weather, then I wouldn't wash them down at the yard, I'd bring them home. But yeah, just lay them out on some grass to dry, they'll be fine, they'll dry in the sun. So that's just what I've done here, and then don't forget to put your grooming box out as well. To dry that. There we go, I've actually just put all of mine on this swing, but because if I leave them on the grass then the dogs would just eat them, but that is what you'd do like if you were down at the yard or something, and that's what we did before we had the horses at home. So I've just put everything as well here that I had in there, because if it's on the ground the dogs will nick it and chew it. So anywhere like a bench or something if it needs to be off the ground for dogs or stuff like that. So yeah, that's it.